swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Gators will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He'll pull it down. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On the move, it's Welsh. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide-open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
The Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are. Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires left. He makes a grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Bucs.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to run it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll leave it with the lone back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls it and fires to the left. Got room at the 35. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver veering down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Power football with the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we faced. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Here's the handoff. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
The Gators have pushed it inside the 20. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits those uprights right in half. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Trying to move them on the counter. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. He'll take it himself. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And RD, it's completely changed the game. Like, now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And that's good enough for first down. That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied at 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. Complete in the middle. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that they're looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. On the run, it's Welch. Oh, he gave him the limp flag. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
It's first down from the 11. Red pass, it's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the single back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Colorado!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He's got a chance to take this one back. Took it all the way back inside the 15-yard line on the return. They got the touchdown. PAT was blocked, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Humphrey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. The give to the tailback. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to...
Right down the gut of the field. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gators.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished with a 64-yard sprint to the house. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got him downfield. And he's running in the open. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Direct snap. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Powers through the defender. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Listen, when you got a big sucker like that at quarterback, all he's got to do is lean forward, and he's going to get that 4th down. He just does a great job getting behind the offensive line, falling forward, and getting the big 4th down conversion.
And the Buffaloes are marching down the field. On the run, it's Welsh. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Buffaloes! What a catch and run for 6.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know.
What a snag by the defense. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Now this offense is back on the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Using his legs to buy some time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And back to the air on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time, the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball is picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll throw it on 1st down. Going downfield for the big play. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Florida! And let's put up points today. What do you say?
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
First and 10.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. He wants to throw. He's got his man. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete. And he wanted to get that one in, but the defense able to force him out at the 2.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Touch pass on the right. Give him 6. Touchdown, Bucs.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
21.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll run it to the right side. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to it. still running at the 40. He's loose. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gator! And these offenses are clicking already.
Man, a lot of times you see the way people close halves, the way people close games goes so far in determining who wins. Nice execution by this offense late in the first half. Now they're just an extra point away from having the lead going into halftime.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Humphries. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Coming after him. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Using his legs, it's Welch. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking to scramble. Slings it downfield. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. You know what, that pick, it goes on the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Movement here from the tight end. Leaves it with the back. One step wrap, two step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Quickly out to the tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They make the stop if this passing game does some damage and they move the sticks with the first down.
Defenses throughout the league study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Single back formation, and they give it to it.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He's going to take off. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
Lining up for the PAT. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some...
He's going for a big play downfield. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Offense working from the pistol. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
2nd down coming up. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Fights off the defender. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Flip.
They'll put the tight end in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Florida 35, Colorado 27.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this. You can't find them.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick. He wants to take the top off. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. The running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Hawkins. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. He's going to pass. Looking to scramble. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right at the gut, gets the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
The 1st down sack pushes the ball back to this long 2nd down. He's looking to throw. What a job to lay out and make the catch. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Good timing on the quick out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Dances away from the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got it on the outside, it's Hawkins. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Grab near the marker, it's Hawkins. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Colorado! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That kind of speed behind center is a weapon that almost any defense will have trouble stopping.
No doubt about it, Reese. They need this guy to carry the ball at least 15 times a game because of that speed you just talked about. You just saw what this guy can do out in the open field. There's not a lot of running backs out there that have speed like he does. Man, what a weapon.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run?
Come on, set.
From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Gators decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Hawkins. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line.
Will take over 1st and 10.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. It's a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll throw it on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
Touchdown, Colorado. Number 29, Halton in the end zone.
They got the touchdown, but still a 2-point conversion short of tying it up late. Zinged Slings it complete to the right. He's into the end zone for the 2, and we've got a tie game in the final 2 minutes. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. Coming out with it, it's Humphries. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Makes the grab. It's Adkins. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the deep.
Going deep. And it's caught inside the 25. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 1. It's now 2nd and goal.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Florida.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss. They got it. It's blocked.
That's the end of regulation with the score all time.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Give to the single back. Touchdown, Buffs! They strike first in overtime.
Man, you talk about striking first and creating some momentum in overtime. The first play, you take it to the house and you flip the whole game and put all the pressure on the other sideline. Palmer, that's how you start an OT.
Yeah, and David, that's just 11 guys on offense locked in. First play, score a touchdown, put all the pressure on your opponent. They understand what it's going to take to win this football.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown.
29 Philly.
They'll try the right side. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink. Now we'll have a jump ball wide receiver out wide who can throw the football to. How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
The give to the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
He's down at the 16-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
They need a yard on third down in this opening drive of the extra period.
42, Spider. Ready.
Here comes the option. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and he just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Quarterback checking the play. On fourth down, going to the air. Getting some heat. That'll do it! The sack ends it as the defense puts the final nail in the coffin. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, Dave.
Yeah, right.
If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time.